Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zayd here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns their off-season plans and what are their goals heading into the off-season when it comes down to re-signing some certain players, looking at the free agency market. We're also going to be talking about the NBA draft as well. I'll be talking about some other players that could be in play when it comes to the Lakers and their off-season plans and how this team will be more improved going into next season, so the Lakers can have we can have a better understanding what the Lakers will be heading into next season. And I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please make sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN. Guys, I really do appreciate all your love, support you guys have shown me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please make sure to hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button so you'll be in the know about everything that's going to go down for the Los Angeles Lakers this offseason, free agency, the draft, potential re-signing of certain players that were key to the Lakers' success after the trade deadline that occurred last season, and somehow how the Lakers turned their season around from being 2-10 from the beginning of the season to turning it around and becoming a playoff team, reaching the Western Conference Finals. And with that being said, guys, I want to give you guys my thoughts about the Lakers' offseason plans. So, as we all know, the season is over for the Lakers after being eliminated by the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. So with that being said, it is now more important now that the Lakers will focus on how to improve on this team heading into the offseason. Now, we already know about the circumstances when it comes to certain players that the Lakers are interested of bringing back when it comes down to the young core, according to Rob Pelinka during his post exit interviews with Darvin Ham. He basically said that he's focusing on the young core. Now, could that all change when it comes to certain moves or certain decisions that could go down in the offseason? Yes, of course. That's why in my last video that I uploaded, I mentioned the fact that the Lakers are looking intensely about a hypothetical trade or potential signee of signing another third star to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, we obviously mentioned on this channel that Lakers are looking at Trae Young and Kyrie Irving as a potential target for a third star. Now, if you guys want to go check out my thoughts about that, go check out that video I uploaded before this one. So go check it out. I gave my thoughts about it. It's about a 10-minute video, so it'll be all right for you guys to check it out to give me you guys your thoughts about that. But I really want to focus now on the potential re-signings of certain players that were key to the Lakers' success. Now, obviously, when you look at who's already under contract with the Lakers, is obviously LeBron, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, and Max Christie. When it comes to the players that are under contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, there are a couple of players that have team options. That is Malik Beasley, and I believe Mo Bamba is part of a team option that the Lakers could exercise this offseason if they want to bring back certain players. But I'll get to those particular players in just a bit about the Lakers' decisions this offseason. But, when it comes down to it, my own personal opinion, when it comes to the top priorities, when it comes down to the certain list of players that the Lakers should focus on as top priorities, is Austin Reeves, and when it comes down to it, Rui Hachimura as part of the top 2 players that I see the Lakers potentially bringing back if the Lakers don't go through a third star type of scenario. But if they don't, those are the 2 guys that the Lakers should make as a top priority when it comes to bringing back those certain players. I mean, Austin Reeves, he was amazing in his second year with the Los Angeles Lakers, undrafted. I mean, when it comes down to it, this guy is just a fit on this Los Angeles Lakers team. And, he just fits with LeBron, fits with Anthony Davis, and just the rest of the crew when it comes down to Jared Vanderbilt, D'Angelo Russell, even Rui Hachimura at the same time. So regardless, and plus how he performed in the playoffs. I mean, the guy was just sensational since the All-Star break. I mean, he was just averaging around 15 to 18 points a game. And then, he had that historic game against the Orlando Magic where he scored 32 points and went, I believe, 6 of 6 or 6 of 8 from the 3. I mean, the guy is just this sensational type of shooter that the Lakers need to keep. And obviously, there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be jumping on the opportunity to, give an offer to Austin Reeves when it comes down to his free agency options. Now, during his press interview, he said that his exit interview, saying that he, loves it here. He loves being with the Los Angeles Lakers. He loves LA. So with that being said, could that obviously, give the Lakers a bit of a hope that he will come back to the Lakers? It sort of remains to be seen what's the offers out there that the Lakers could offer. Now, obviously, according to the Gilbert Arenas rule, the possibility of him getting more money from other teams is a possibility. That's why the Lakers have, he's a restricted free agent. So obviously the Lakers could potentially, somehow match any contract that comes his way. So there's no other way of saying that. I even mentioned it on my social media sites and on the community chat on YouTube that the Lakers will match any offer that comes to Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura when it comes down to any sort of contract that comes their way. Now, when it comes down to Rui Hachimura, it's an easy way for the Lakers to give him any sort of contract to Rui Hachimura. But if he somehow looks for a different contract elsewhere, there's a guaranteed chance, maybe a possibility that the Lakers will potentially match that contract. So those are the 2 guys, and it's already been talks already that those are the 2 guys that the Lakers will be targeting to bring back to the Los Angeles Lakers, and they're restricted free agents, so the Lakers have bird rights to match any contract that the Lakers or Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves gets in free agency. So with that being said, I mean, I have no doubt that those are the 2 guys that the Lakers will potentially be bringing back. The third option is D'Angelo Russell. Now, there's been talks that, some Laker fans, they're a bit disappointed of his performance in the playoffs, especially in the Western Conference Finals. And that's respectful. Okay, I can understand where everyone is coming from when it comes down to that. I was honestly disappointed by his shooting against the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. But when it comes down to it, he is a guy that obviously fits with LeBron and Anthony Davis at the same time. I mean, these young cores that really stepped up to the plate to help LeBron and Anthony Davis out on key moments after the trade deadline. And you know what? It really worked out at the same time. So with that being said, I'm not sure what type of contract the Lakers will be giving him, but obviously he's going to get paid regardless. Now, could that also, I don't know, entice the Lakers to maybe do a sign and trade type of scenario so they can improve on the point guard position? That's why I like to go back to what I said in my last video, or even during this video that I'm uploading now, that, the Lakers could potentially look for a third star and somehow use a sign and trade scenario that includes Jared Vanderbilt and maybe a draft pick or something. I mean, the Lakers don't really have the assets to make a trade, to be honest with you. That's why I'm not really looking into the third player star to join the Los Angeles Lakers as much. That's why, me personally, if just go check out my last video. I said all the gist of what I am just about to say now. It's really important that the Lakers focus on depth. The depth was so important to the Lakers' success this season. They had a turnaround season after the trade deadline, and not only did the Lakers reach the playoffs, but we reached the Western Conference Finals. I mean, the Lakers are just inches away for next season to become championship contenders if they just do the right things, bring back certain players, and somehow find some key players, somehow maybe find another center or maybe find another wing player. I mean, the list goes on about how the Lakers could improve this team with the cap space that they have compared to last season to really go after some certain players that will be a key to the Lakers' success for next season. So, and finally, we can honestly have a rational expectation of what we can see from this Lakers team heading into next season. So I know it's too early to tell who the Lakers will be targeting in free agency, but just what I just said when it comes down to the certain players that the Lakers should bring back, Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura and, D'Angelo Russell, those are the guys that are top 3 priorities that the Lakers should look at to bring back. It seems like it's a likely scenario, according to what Rob was talking about when it comes down to the young core, bringing them back. Obviously, top 2 is Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, and the third guy is D'Angelo Russell, D'Lo, coming back to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I already mentioned it, but, if the Lakers are looking for a third star, the likely scenario is the Lakers will do a sign-and-trade scenario with D'Angelo Russell to go after a certain star that is maybe potentially still out there. Now, if the Lakers are looking at free agency to improve at the point guard position, there is a couple of players, that's out there that the Lakers could target. Obviously, Fred VanVleet of the Toronto Raptors. He is going to be a free agent, but the problem is he is expecting to get paid similar to what Kyrie Irving is obviously going to pursue in free agency. So that's a bit out of the question, but his name has been surfing for these past couple of days now. And obviously I saw I believe a tweet on Twitter that there was this post that maybe the Lakers will target maybe Brook Lopez or maybe some other type of center. That's why I think in free agency, the key priorities is the Lakers will go after a wing and a center heading into the off season in free agency. And when it comes down to the players that the Lakers could potentially decline when it comes to the team options, Malik Beasley and Mo Bamba are the top players that maybe the Lakers will not pick up their options because they're making lengthy, dollars when it comes to next season. Mo Bamba is making around $10 million next season, and Malik Beasley is making around $16 million. So that is a perfect opportunity for the Lakers to save more money heading into free agency instead of having 30 to 32 million as stands now of what the current cap space is heading into free agency. So, with that being said, the Lakers can do a lot of things. They can obviously save much money to not pick up those particular options. Now, Malik Beasley, we already know his situation of how he played with the Lakers. It did not look well, okay? His shooting was not to the expectations that he was before the trade deadline was. And Mo Bamba, he was always injured throughout the season, after the trade deadline. He only played for maybe 3 games after the trade deadline. And, since then, he hasn't recovered since from his injury. And he didn't even play in the playoffs until the Western Conference Finals. So with that being said, I won't be surprised if the Lakers will decline Mo Bamba and Malik Beasley's of their contract for next season. And, they'll be saving a lot when it comes to their contracts. Malik Beasley is ridiculous that he's making $16 million next season. And, he performed the way that he did in the last season. So, and also Mo Bamba being injured. The guy making 10 million. I mean, it's just crazy. So with that being said, the Lakers could look into free agency to replace those particular players, and somehow it just really looks that it's going to be a very interesting off-season free agency wise for the Los Angeles Lakers to improve this team. And it's going to be very important because we're not even sure about the decisions of how the Lakers will handle when it comes to, what LeBron James will be for next season. I mean, a guy who is considering retirement, I don't really believe in that type of narrative. I mean, the guy is going to potentially come back next season. I mean, the guy's going to make around 47 to 48 million next season after signing an extension last season. So with that being said, I mean, the possibilities of LeBron retiring is just out of the question. He will be back for next season. And then Anthony Davis, he is obviously going to be back. And, their expectations is for next season to become championship or maybe playoff contenders heading into next season. So it's all up to Rob Pelinka to make that happen. So with that being said, guys, I mean, that's my own personal opinion when it comes down to the free agencies and what we could expect from the Lakers. As I can obviously make a conclusion right now. When it comes down to it, focus on the depth. And, at best, don't think about a third star. What really worked for the Lakers last season was the trade deadline and how great of a young core that we really built with D'Angelo Russell, with Jared Vanderbilt, with, at one point Malik Beasley, but, he did not recover since after the trade deadline. But with those particular players, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, I mean, those guys were key to the Lakers' success after the trade deadline. And, just bringing back Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and potentially D'Angelo Russell will be key to the Lakers and how they will potentially turn their season around or go into next season with an agenda. And, those are the key guys. I mean, when it comes down to the rest, like Dennis Schroeder and Lonnie Walker, I mean, they are questionable at the moment, but I won't be surprised if the Lakers will bring back Dennis Schroeder on a maybe taxpayer mid level or maybe another veteran contract. Because obviously he fits with LeBron and just obviously, knows the system of Darvin Ham after his times with the Atlanta Hawks. So with that being said, I mean, it's just obviously I see that as a possibility of bringing back, but at the same time, it's just remains to be seen at this particular moment of what the Lakers will do to potentially deal with the rotational players. And Lonnie Walker, he was just out of the rotation, and there's just a mixed feelings of how he felt about that. So could he come back on a shorter deal? It's a possibility as well. But at the same time, I think he's looking for a much better improved role on a certain team. And I just see him potentially moving on. But I won't be surprised if he considers coming back to the Los Angeles Lakers. So it's a possibility. And then when you look at the rest of the Lakers roster, I mean, I see the Lakers likely moving on from players like, when it comes down to Troy Brown Jr. I mean, he could come back, but, or you know what? Let me rephrase that. I see Troy Brown Jr. a similar situation of what Dennis Schroeder is and Lonnie Walker is. Those are the three guys that maybe one of them will come back to the Lakers. But when it comes down to priority and seeing the Lakers doing a must type of signee or potentially bringing back is Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and D'Angelo Russell. Those are the three guys that I see as a likelihood of coming back to the Los Angeles Lakers if the Lakers don't go to the third star option. So with that being said, guys, I mean, those are the type of priorities that I see the Lakers doing this offseason. But when it comes down to the draft, The Lakers do have a draft pick this year in the first round and the second round. I'm not going to go into more depth about it because personally, I see the Lakers potentially trading the first round pick to potentially improve the roster that route. And the Lakers could surprise me. They could use it. They could draft a player in the first round that they like so much that they will not trade that particular athlete. But, things happen in trade deadlines or no, free agents. The trade. The NBA draft when it comes to certain trades. So, with that being said, it took me a while to rephrase myself. But the NBA draft is a possibility. The Lakers will potentially trade it. But as it stands now, the Lakers do have a draft pick in the first round and in the second round. And the first round pick is a 17th overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. There's a couple of names that the Lakers are considering drafting when it comes down to the NBA draft combine that they invited certain players. And also the second round pick the Lakers have with the 47th overall pick in the second round in the 2023 NBA draft. Just real quick, guys, I will just give you a couple of names, but I just see as a likelihood the Lakers will trade the first round pick, but it sort of remains to be seen who they potentially be trading. I personally think once we reach that particular moment, I'll give my opinions about it. But so far, I can't really think of any other player that the Lakers could potentially use to trade that pick. Maybe like a Buddy Hield or something. But other than that, I mean, the name just came to me right now. Buddy Hield could be a guy the Lakers will potentially target at the NBA draft as a potential trade scenario with their pick, but sort of remains to be seen at this particular moment. So just bear with me on that. But once we get closer to the NBA draft, I will be giving you guys my thoughts and my opinions about a potential player the Lakers could draft. But right now, there's a couple of players that the Lakers could consider of drafting. There's one player. So when it comes down to the NBA draft for the Lakers with the 17th overall pick, the top priority the Lakers should target when it comes to certain positions is shooting guard, but when it comes down to a wing type of guard. Now, there's a player that I think the Lakers will consider drafting if he falls to them, and that is Jordan Hawkins of UConn. He's a shooting guard out of UConn when it comes down to his stature and where he will fall with the Lakers with the 17th overall pick. He did get a workout at the combine with the Los Angeles Lakers, or he's scheduled to get a workout with the Lakers and a couple of other teams that will fall to them in that particular standing in the NBA draft. So, Jordan Hawkins is a guy the Lakers could potentially look at. I recently watched, Lakers Nation's recent video. Sean Davis basically puts down a potential player. And I saw some other articles out there that the Lakers could potentially look at this particular player. And that is Jet Howard. Jet Howard out of Michigan. He is the son of former NBA champion in Jawan Howard. When it comes down to that type of history and type of relationship that he has with his father coaching for Michigan. So, and just judging by just his stats and what he brings to the table, he is a small forward who can also shoot for you. So that's somebody the Lakers could potentially look at. But at the same time, those are the current type of players that I think the Lakers should potentially target with Jordan Hawkins and Jet Howard when it comes down to the type of players the Lakers should potentially be targeting when it comes down to certain positions. But priority position is the shooting guard to potentially just find a 3-and-D type of player. He is, compared, last time I checked, he was compared to Luke Kennard of the Memphis Grizzlies when it comes down to type of comparisons there. And when it came down to Jet Howard of Michigan, he's compared to Michael Porter Jr. of the Denver Nuggets. I mean, that's what I heard when it comes down to certain analysts and certain opinions there, when it comes down to a guy that if the Lakers are looking for that particular player of a Michael Porter Jr. or a Luke Kennard type of shooter, those are the guys that the Lakers should potentially be targeting when it comes down to the draft. But as I'm saying now, I won't be surprised, and I think it's a likelihood the Lakers will trade that 17th overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. But, things could surprise me. The Lakers could potentially say, you know what? We like this guy. We're going to draft him, and he's going to be part of our team for the near future type of scenario. So, with that being said, and I'm not sure about the 47th overall pick. Anything could happen, but when it comes down to the scouting crew of the Lakers, they have done a great job of drafting players in the second round. I mean, look at Max Christie. Look at Jordan Clarkson. I mean, those are the guys that the Lakers really did their homework when it comes down to the second round selection. So they know how to bring the best talents there. So I won't be disappointed of who the Lakers will potentially be targeting when it comes down to that particular selection there. But, guys, I mean, that's all I really have to say when it comes to the Lakers and their offseason plans. I mean, I said the gist of who their top priorities should be of bringing back Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and D'Angelo Russell. Those are the three guys that I think they will potentially be targeting. Dennis Schroeder could be a fourth option. Lonnie Walker could be the fifth. I mean, it's just the Lakers have their homework. They need to do their homework when it comes down to the free agency market and the offseason, who they potentially be bringing back and who they potentially be targeting when it comes down to the free agency market of potential players that is a need for the Lakers. Obviously, the center position, obviously the shooting guard position, the point guard position as well. So with that being said, the Lakers have a lot of things to do when it comes down to the free agency market, but make no mistake, any player that the Lakers will have interest in this free agency, I will be uploading those particular videos of those particular players, on this channel and all across social media. So check them out, be in the know. Follow me all across social media. Hit that notification bell. Really important that you do so. Hit that notification bell so you'll be in the know about the Lakers' offseason plans. And when it comes down to the draft, anything could happen. The Lakers could keep the picks, or they could potentially trade them. Jordan Hawkins and Jet Howard is the top players that I think the Lakers could potentially look at when it comes to drafting them if they fall to them. So with that being said, I really want to know, guys, your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Really, guys, I do appreciate all your love and support you guys have shown me all across social media. I mean, please be in the know about the Lakers offseason plans on this channel. So hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, like my videos, and of course, follow me all across social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. I really do appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you all in the next videos. I mean, just stay in the know, and I'll be uploading videos this offseason, giving you guys Lakers content this offseason about the Lakers offseason plans to improve their team for next season so they can really become not just playoff team or contenders, but championship contenders. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you guys so much for all the love, support, and I'll see you all in the next my next live streams and the next video as well. So please be in the know, hit that notification bell so you'll be up to date about the Lakers and their off-season plans. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.